Hannibal Barca, the legendary military commander. Hannibal Barca, a name that still echoes through the annals of history as one of the greatest military commanders of all time. Born in 247 BC into the powerful Barcid clan, Hannibal was destined for greatness. His family, wealthy landowners from the Sahel region of North Africa, were no strangers to power and prestige. Hannibal's father, Hamilcar Barca, was a natural leader and a seasoned warrior. In the same year Hannibal was born, Hamilcar was chosen to lead Carthaginian forces in Sicily, where they were locked in a bitter struggle against Rome. But Hamilcar's military campaigns often kept him away from home, leaving him absent for much of Hannibal's early childhood. While ancient records give us a glimpse of Hamilcar's life, little is known about Hannibal's mother. Her name has been lost to history, but we do know she bore Hannibal's brothers, Hasdrubal and Mago, as well as 3 sisters who married into other noble households. Hannibal grew up in the shadow of his father's legacy, learning the art of war and the weight of responsibility from an early age. His education was rigorous, guided by a Greek tutor named Sosilas, who introduced him to classical texts like Homer's Odyssey and Aristotle's logic. But Hannibal's true lessons came from the battlefield, where he would one day make his mark. The First Punic War, which lasted from 264 to 241 BC, ended in Carthage's defeat. The terms of surrender were harsh. Carthage had to give up Sicily, withdraw from surrounding islands, and pay a massive indemnity of 2,200 silver talents. For Hamilcar and his family, this was a humiliating blow. Hamilcar's bitterness would shape Hannibal's destiny. In 237 BC, Hamilcar convinced the Carthaginian council to approve an invasion of Spain, aiming to seize its rich silver mines and rebuild Carthage's wealth. Before leaving for Spain, Hamilcar took Hannibal to the Temple of Baal. There, the 9-year-old Hannibal made a sacred vow to never be a friend of Rome. This oath would define his life. In Spain, Hannibal grew into a skilled warrior and leader. By the age of 19, he was leading scouting missions and learning the art of command. But tragedy struck in 229 BC when Hamilcar was ambushed and killed by a local tribe. Hannibal, now 20, took over his father's duties. Over the next decade, he consolidated Carthage's hold on Spain, married a Spanish princess named Emilce, and prepared for his ultimate goal, the conquest of Rome. In 219 BC, Hannibal laid siege to Saguntum, a Roman-aligned city in Spain. This act of defiance sparked the Second Punic War. In 218 BC, Hannibal embarked on one of history's most daring military campaigns. With an army of 70,000 men and 37 war elephants, he crossed the Pyrenees and the Alps, braving hostile tribes, freezing temperatures, and treacherous terrain. By the time he reached Italy, his forces were reduced to fewer than 40,000 men. But Hannibal's arrival shocked Rome. Over the next 15 years, he would wage a relentless campaign across Italy, winning legendary victories at the battles of Ticinus, Trebia, and Cannae. At Cannae in 216 BC, Hannibal achieved his greatest triumph. Using a brilliant double envelopment strategy, he surrounded and annihilated a Roman army twice the size of his own. It was a masterpiece of military tactics, but Hannibal's failure to march on Rome afterward would prove to be a costly mistake. Despite his victories, Hannibal's campaign in Italy began to falter. Rome adopted a strategy of attrition, avoiding direct battles and wearing down his forces. Meanwhile, Roman armies under Scipio Africanus attacked Carthage's territories in Spain and North Africa. In 202 BC, Hannibal faced Scipio at the Battle of Zama. Outnumbered and outmaneuvered, Hannibal suffered his first major defeat. Carthage was forced to surrender, ending the Second Punic War. Hannibal spent his final years in exile, serving as a military advisor to Rome's enemies. But in 183 BC, betrayed by King Prusias of Bithynia, Hannibal chose to take his own life rather than be captured by the Romans. Hannibal Barca's story is one of brilliance, determination, and tragedy. He came closer than anyone to destroying Rome, but his ultimate defeat has left historians debating his legacy. Was he the greatest military commander of antiquity, or does his failure diminish his achievements? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more epic stories from history. Thanks for watching.